Hey, what's up? It's Caraguna26. I hope you're all doing good and welcome back to the channel. Okay, so in today's video we're going to be discussing the Season 5 mid-season update, which brought along with it a new limited time mode, Armed and Dangerous Evolved. It brought a new town takeover, it brought a new heirloom for Mr. Bamboozle, Mirage himself. It also brought in a lot of updates and changes to a lot of different legends. So in today's video I'm literally just going to be sat here taking you through my views, what I think is good and all that sort of stuff. Hopefully you agree with it and hopefully you have been having fun. I know this update came out a week ago, but you know, I upload once every Friday, and I'd already got the video for last Friday prepared, even though the update came out that week, so probably should have been the last video, but it's here anyway. We'll start off with the new limited time mode, Armed and Dangerous Evolved. Obviously Armed and Dangerous with a little bit of a twist. Shotguns and snipers can be really fun, unless you are going for the Lost Treasures Master Badge. There isn't really much pressure. There isn't really any pressure on you to finish high, get high kills, and that sort of thing. It's just there, have a little bit of fun, you know. Use weapons you might not normally pick up if it is in pubs or ranked. I know myself, I don't really pick up a sniper ever, so I'm enjoying having the ability to use snipers more often, get a little bit more of a better feel for them when I wouldn't normally pick them up in a game. One of the twists, as well as obviously everyone has Evo shields, as it's the only armor in the game for this mode, which can be very challenging, as with Armed and Dangerous, heals are very hard to find, especially shields, and obviously when you're leveling up your Evo shield you're going to want shields as well, so a lot of the time people don't have shields, so if you run at them with a shotgun, who knows, might get taken off guard. Also, one of the twists was Respawn removed every single respawn beacon on the map in Kings Canyon and replaced it with portable respawn beacons instead. Now these respawn beacons are just for the LTM at the moment, but Respawn have said they will be coming into the normal modes in the future. Now me personally, I love the addition of the portable respawn beacons. When one of your squad mates goes down, you don't have to go to a certain spot where most people know exactly where they are, and as soon as they hear the beacon coming, the dropship coming in, they'll just rush you straight away, because they know exactly where you're going to be. Whereas with the portable respawn beacons, you know, if you want to find one of your squad mates has gone down though, then you can just bring the respawn beacon in right where you are, right next to their loot, in a safe and convenient spot for yourself, bring your squad mate back, let them get their stuff together again, and then carry on with the rest of the game. You don't have to worry about, you know, especially mid to late game circles maybe, and there's one or two respawn beacons left, and they might be on the opposite side of the circle. Not anymore. Drop one in on yourself there, and then bring your squad mate in where you want to bring them in instead. So that about sums up what's changed for the LTM, but also Respawn have added a new town takeover in the form of the map room for crypto. This room serves a couple of purposes as well. Actually, it's a very useful room, and the map that's in there, you can set off a ping which will ping the entire map, and you can see exactly where every single squad on the lobby is. On the little map room holographic, it will also show up in your map if you bring it up as well. It's only for a few seconds, and every single player in the lobby will also get a ping, similar to the sonar detected from when you get scanned by Bloodhound. I think it's something like map room satellite scan or something like that. So they know that you've done it, they know that you're in the map room, so if there are a few people lingering by, they might then decide to turn and then come and attack you in that map room because they know where you are. But no worries, inside that map room there is also a few screens around which will tell you if there are any nearby squads, so you know if it's safe or not to do the scan on the satellite there. Also, when you do that scan across the lobby, not only does it tell you where every single player in the lobby is, it does also locate the next ring for you. So similar to Pathfinder's survey beacons, scan them there and you'll see where the next map is. And the beauty of it is, you don't need to be a Pathfinder and you don't need to be a crypto, any legend can do it. So no longer is it just Pathfinder's ability to be able to find out where the next ring is going to go. It will prove very useful, especially in certain games and certain scenarios. And of course we did also get a new heirloom for Mirage, and in brilliant Mirage fashion, it is a little miniature statue of himself. I mean, if Mirage was ever going to have an heirloom, of course it was going to be a little statue of himself with the writing underneath saying best competitor in a battle royale based on skill but mostly looks. Respawn have done a brilliant job of that. It perfectly sums up Mirage's personality, and yeah, it's another Heirloom to add to the collection. Of course, this is a collection event, so you would need to purchase all 24 of the event packs to be able to unlock the Heirloom now or afterwards. When the event is over, it will come into the Heirloom store, so if you do have shards waiting and you don't want to spend however much it does cost to buy all 24 packs, then you can just wait for the Heirloom to come into the store and then purchase it with your 150 Heirloom shards if you've already got them, or if you don't, wait until you pack them and then pick it up from there instead. Of course, with any update that does come to the game, there is also patch notes that make changes to the game, not just for the limited time mode or for the adding a new Heirloom or town takeovers in as well. There is also lots of changes to many different legends, and we're going to go through a few of them here and what I think about them. We're probably not going to go through all of them, but we might do, who knows. So first one being Lifeline. Lifeline's had a bit of a rework to pretty much everything. Her passive now is a combat revive. So instead of having fast heal, that has now gone. Now if you are playing Lifeline, I'm sure most of you know this now, run up and go to revive, and instead of you actually reviving, Doc Shield will come out, put a little shield down for you and then do the revive for you. Makes Lifeline's revive so much better. She can still fight while it's going on, so you're not actually a man down, and if you want to, you can use that to bring both of your squad mates back at the same time, one using Doc drone and then one good old fashioned pick them up the normal way. Lifeline's tactical is now also 45 seconds. It's been brought down from 60 seconds, so you can get a healing drone out a lot quicker, about 25% quicker than you could have done before. And now with the ultimate, you get a little bit more inside those Lifeline packages as well, which makes them that little bit more valuable than they used to be. Instead of just getting a purple shield, one attachment and one healing item, now you can get 3 healing items, 2 attachments, and you can also get purple shield, purple knockdown, purple helmet or purple backpack, as you could have done before. So Lifeline now is vastly improved in the legend rankings, and if you find a squad, if they've got a Lifeline, as soon as someone goes down, a lot of chances are Lifeline is just going to pick them up straight away. She doesn't even have to worry about whether they're in line of fire or anything like that. You can't push the same still, because it's still going to be 2 of the squad left, not like 1 while she's picking someone up. It's a lot harder to deal with. Personally now, I'd say go for the Lifeline first, and then that way they can't use her revive to bring someone back quite quick. Octane has also had a couple of changes. Personally, I don't think it's improved his viability too much. All it is now is upon activation, the stim will remove movement impairing effects. So if you were inside a caustic gas or something like that, for example, you get slowed down. If you stim, you don't get slowed down by that anymore, and also with his stim you are now 10% faster, so at least Octane can now truly say he is the fastest legend in Apex Legends, whereas before this, he wasn't even the fastest person. His ultimate now players can double jump in the air off of his jump pads, and so you'll see a little button prompt that will say double jump, and you can either use that to go a little bit further, or you can use it to change direction easily while you're in the air as well. It does make it a little bit harder to predict your movement in the air, which is one thing that I said previous. To use Octane's jump pads, if you're jumping off one of them, you're very easy to track through the air, but with the double jump now and the unpredictability of it, it's a lot harder for enemies to predict where you are going to land, and you make sure that a little bit safer mid-air, launching yourself off of one of those pads. Next legend then is Revenant. His tactical will now cancel Pathfinder mid-grapple. So if you see a Pathfinder flying through the air in his grapple, if you silence him, he's just going to drop. He's not going to continue to do that. And also cancel Wraith mid-phase walk attempt. If she's activated the phase walk already, then it won't cancel it. But if in the I think it's 1.4 seconds now of animation to start phasing, if you throw it at her during that, then she won't be able to. It will also prevent Mirage's cloak to revive, Mirage's decoy control, and also Lifeline's combat revive. So Revenant's tactical is just got a lot more powerful. Mirage being able to revive invisibly and control his decoys, Revenant can stop that straight away. And as I was literally just talking about, Lifeline's combat revive makes it so much harder to down enemies when she can just pick them up without even having to worry about it. Well, Revenant can stop that happening. So You've got Revenant on your team, got Lifeline on your team. You're looking in good shape at the moment, to be honest. And his ultimate now as well, with his Death Totem, they have removed the range on the Death Totem, so when you've got that down and you are in Shadow Mode, you can just go ham on an enemy squad. You don't need to worry about going that bit too far away from the totem. You do still have the time limit, of course, so you've got to do it pretty quick. So you can't just run across the other side of the map, stay in Shadow Mode for as long as you want. There is still the time limit, but at least there isn't the range anymore, so you don't go too far, and all of a sudden you've lost out on the Revenant's ultimate. Crypto's had a small change. Deploying his drone will now take 1.5 seconds, not 2.5 seconds, so it's a little bit quicker to get into drone view. And also his EMP will now disable Watson pylons, so we have now finally got a counter to Watson's in a house where, with a pylon spinning around, you can just go in there with Crypto's drone and destroy them straight away. Loba then, her tactical burglar's best friend, will no longer be intercepted by Watson pylon, so you don't have to worry about a Watson if you are trying to throw your Loba bracelet in there and to try and push them. You don't have to worry about the pylon stopping it. They've changed the ultimate a little bit in terms of picking up ammo, but that's nothing really too much to worry about. And ultimate accelerants now give a 20% charge apart from 17.5. Okay, a few more legends to go then. Next one then is Mirage. His tactical now, all you have to do is hold down the tactical button to take control of his decoys. No longer do you have to press another button, which I think is a brilliant idea. Decoys will now say lines when they are shot, which gives no purpose really, but it's a nice little addition. Passive then, when cloaked, you will now be able to see Mirage's little hollow emitters if you are less than 5 meters away from him, so he's now not truly invisible. Even if you are right next to him, dead close to him, you'll be able to see where they are. And while you are skydiving now, you can use decoys for your entire squad, not just yourself if you are Mirage, but you do have to still be, diving with your whole squad. You can't separate and then do a decoy for the whole squad. You do have to still be with them, but at least now it means you can at least it does now mean you can produce a decoy for your whole squad and not just yourself. Only one change made to Gibraltar, and that is his fast healing. Granted, the fast heal inside his dome shield has been reduced from 25% faster down towards 15% faster, so a little bit of a nerf there for Gibraltar, but nothing too major really. Caustic again, not really a nerf nor a buff really. It can be huge though if you have got a super aggressive Caustic player against you. Enemies can now cancel Caustic barrels by shooting it before it's fully inflated. So as soon as Caustic has thrown that down, even before it's gone up, shoot it anywhere and you can cancel it and just get rid of it straight away. So if you've got a Caustic trying to pin you in a room and it just keeps throwing gas traps at you, just keep shooting them and you won't be able to do it anymore. Makes it a lot better, a lot easier to counter Caustic in those situations. Okay, so all of these changes that have gone on to Watson is with the intent for enemies to be able to counter and breach Watson positions. It's made it a lot harder to control an area as Watson and a lot easier to counter if there is a Watson taking control of an area. Watson pylons now last for 90 seconds. They're not just there indefinitely. It's gone back to being able to have 3 pylons out at the same time. It used to be, then they removed that and you could only have 1, and now it's gone back to being able to have 3 again. But Watson can now also now stack ultimate accelerants in pairs of 2 rather than just 1 like everyone else. He still gets the 100% ultimate boost with using an ultimate accelerant, which you can also now stack 2. Say Watson's pylons do last for 90 seconds, but she can keep them going indefinitely if she keeps using ultimate accelerants. If you put Watson pylon down, you'll now see a little ring around the outside. That's like a timer. Once that 90 seconds is up, her pylon will be destroyed. But if Watson takes another ultimate accelerant, then that timer resets and it goes back to 90 seconds again, I believe. Okay then, lastly, Wraith's had a lot of changes really. Phase Walk, the animation now takes 1.25 seconds to enable, as opposed to 0.4 seconds that it was previously. During this time, Wraith will receive a 20% move slow, so she can't move at a normal rate. When she's in the animation, she will take a 20% movement speed reduction. This does not affect phase walk while placing a phase portal, so if you're in the middle of doing a portal and you do the phase, then if you're in the middle of creating a portal and then you start to phase with Wraith, then you won't get the same reduction, but if you're not trying to portal, then you will. While she's in phase walk, she'll now receive a 30% speed boost. She will also be able to see other players while she's in the void, and her phase walk will now last for 4 seconds as opposed to the 3 that it was before this patch. And the cooldown has also been reduced from 35 seconds down to 25. And then lastly, the distance for her portal placement has been reduced down by 25% as well. So quite a few changes, and I'm not really sure if it is a nerf or a buff. I know a lot of people think it has been a massive nerf, but some aspects of it has been helped her a lot. I know now you can't just jump into a fight and jump straight back out with the 1.25 seconds on the phase, but you do get it a lot more often. You do get to go a lot faster, and you can now see players while you're inside there when you couldn't previously. So no more when you go into the phase and then all of a sudden you're face to face with an enemy player and it catches you off guard a little bit. At least now you know where they are, so when you do go into the phase, you know you can position yourself properly for when you come out of that, and no nasty surprises will be waiting for you. All in all, I think the changes have been brilliant. I'm really looking forward to the respawn beacons coming into the normal modes, and also the changes to the legends I think are brilliant. It's balanced them out a lot more. It's made some legends who weren't that viable, made them a lot better and a lot more viable, and it goes far to say make them a little bit more meta as well. But that's it for today's video. Hope you have enjoyed it. If you have agreed with what I've said, or if you haven't, let me know down below. Let me know what your thoughts are on all the patch notes and the new limited time mode, as well as the respawn beacons down below in the comment section. And if you have enjoyed it, feel free to leave a like and subscribe. So that does bring us to the end of the video. If you have enjoyed it, please feel free to like and subscribe. Also, I have recently started streaming on Twitch. My channel is linked down below. Feel free to come over and check it out. But other than that, that's it from me. I'll see you next time.